This is liljokerautobroker. And today we're going to talk about Dodge, Jeep, and Ram are in huge trouble, all part of the 2024 auto market crash. I'm going to take a deep dive into that, get into it, so that you'll know exactly what's going on. So, let's get started. So what my focus is today, the third largest manufacturer of automobiles in the world is a company in the Netherlands. A lot of people never heard of it. They're called Stellantis. They own 14 brands. And of the 14 brands that they own, they sold 1.3 million vehicles in 2023. So that's just under 1 million units for each vehicle that they manufacture. I'm going to go over what vehicles they manufacture right now. Okay, so Stellantis has 14 different vehicles. I'm going to name some of them off right now. Remember, they're in Europe. They're in the Netherlands. They've been making Opel, Peugeot, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, Maserati, and the American brands that they took over in 2021, and this surprised me a little bit, they own Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, and Jeep. In 2024, they have a reported 12% decrease in sales in the first quarter of this year compared to the first quarter of last year. They have shipped 1.3 million vehicles this quarter. What the problem is they have already shipped 1.3 million vehicles in the first quarter of 2024 to the franchise dealers. Now, the biggest knock on the Stellantis Corporation is the fact that they make too many high-end products, and they've been shipping them all over the U.S. since the pandemic. Worked great in the pandemic. However, it doesn't work so well now because the prices and inflation are so high that people just can't afford the price of the new vehicle, and then the APR, which is between 7 and 10% as well. They sold 6 million cars in 2022 for $192 billion. So that's they're a big manufacturer, and you know, like a lot of car dealers, they're just in big trouble right now because they can't sell the new cars that are on the lots. Now, Europe, you know, the company's headquarters in Europe, so they sell vehicles in Europe. Well, the European market is kind of similar to ours in the fact that the consumers are not buying as many vehicles as they were during the pandemic. They've also tried to be a luxury brand by producing a lot of high-end vehicles that people are just not buying anymore. Interesting statistic is out of all the 14 brands that they have, this surprised me a little bit. Fiat, they sold 1.35 million vehicles last year. So of all the brands that they have, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Maserati, Fiat outsold all the other vehicles at 1.35 million vehicles. Now, the reason I believe that is because it's a small, affordable, entry-level, most of them are entry-level cars. That's what people are trying to buy now. They're looking for value, and they're looking for, you know, the small sedan, something that can transport multiple passengers. Now, the American brands that they're selling here in the U.S., the Dodge, the Chryslers, the Rams, and the Jeeps, they're not selling very well at all. There's a lot of inventory on the car lots. If you want to buy a new Ram truck, you can probably get it for way under MSRP, and you might be able to get a good APR on it because they need to move the units pretty bad. Now, Stellantis has been laying off employees. They're also closing a plant in Poland where they're going to be cutting almost 500 jobs. So, you know, this is all part of the auto crash of 2024. It's in full swing, and you know, what I would like to see them do as a manufacturer is to focus in on making more entry-level cars, making the cars more affordable. All the high-end stuff that's sitting on lots, in theory, you would want them to lower the MSRP. I would want them to give a low APR. Advertise heavy on TV, and you know, they're going to have to continue to take the losses because the fallout of this auto market crash is wide and deep. In closing, you know, I just want to remind you that if you're patient, you can get a better deal on any vehicle, new or used. Cars under 10,000 are going to pretty much keep their value because they're in such high demand. But if you're looking to buy a new car or a car over $25,000, there are definitely going to be good deals. This fallout is going to continue to happen, and prices are going to continue to drop. So, hope you enjoyed the video. This is Little Joker, Auto Broker, and I'm working for clicks. Thank you for watching my video.